Ride London is part of your Ticket to Ride series. This is one of the smaller games in the series. This one's just of London. So there's the box. It's got the double-decker bus and your black taxi. Some people all dressed up in London. So here you have the instruction pamphlet. There's not much to it because there's not a lot to this game. But all the information you need would be in here for quick referencing. And it does not take long to learn. Alright, most important part's your game board. So you're going to set it up like this. They have all your main well-known places: Elephant and Castle, the Globe Theatre, the Tower of London, Piccadilly Circus. And you'll notice on here there's spaces that have different numbers. In this game, your goal is to not only lay your double-decker buses down to claim your routes to complete your tickets, but you also, if possible, want to connect your districts. So here you see the number 5 in 4 different places. This is considered one district. So when connecting, you're going to want to pass through each one. So as long as you have passed through each one of these, you've completed that district. So this district would give you 5 points. This district here would give you 4. This one would give you just 1 point. Here you would have 2, and here you would have 3. So that's how the districts work, and those are scored at the end of the game. Inside your game box, you will find the score tokens. They have the British flag embossed in them. And they're going to go on the side of the game board till everybody starts scoring. And some extra buses. And then for your double-decker buses, they come in 4 different colors. You have white, blue, red, and purple. So those are the player colors, and they are in the shape of double-decker buses because that's what's important in London. You travel around in double-decker buses for your tours. So then you have 2 types of cards in this game. You have the ticket cards. So if you are already familiar with Ticket to Ride, you know exactly what these are. And if you're not, these are basically your goals. So your goal would be to complete these tickets by getting your double-decker buses to complete a line from one point to another. So in this one, you have Trafalgar Square to St. Paul's. So you would want your bus to go from Trafalgar Square, which is this one, to St. Paul. So that would be here. But you have to keep in mind that you're not the only one playing the game. So in a 2-player game, you can only use 1 of the 2 lanes on the doubles. Now in your 3 and 4-player games, all lanes are open. Just have to remember, in a 2-player game, you can only use 1 side. So even though it's from here to here, somebody might have already, if you're in a 2-player game, set theirs here already. So then you'll have to take a longer route, or you set yours here and then someone claims here. So you'll again have to take a longer route, however you can do it. Now in order to claim a route, you need to have the same color and the correct number. So here you would need 2 greens, and you would discard the 2 greens on your turn to lay your double-decker buses down. Then you have blue, orange, yellow, pink, black. Now the gray, you can use any color to do them, but you have to make sure you have all the same color. So here you would need 4 of one color, 1 of one color, 3 of one color, 2 of one color. But you can choose which colors you want to use there. And in order to claim the route, those cards are right here. So they come in different colors. You have the pink, the black, the green. These are your wilds. They can be used for any color, and they are your double-decker buses. the blue, which is the milk truck, yellow, which is a submarine, and then orange again, green. So that's what your cards look like. These are what you're going to use to claim the track. So like if you had these two pink, you'd be able to claim this track or this one, or you only needed one to claim that one. So when setting up the game, you're going to make sure your cards here are shuffled very well. Every player is going to get 2 cards, and then you're going to set the rest up here. Now the only thing to keep in mind is if you end up with 3 buses like this, they're wiped and then discarded. And you're going to have 5 cards up. Now, even though there's 3 here, they don't get wiped. It only gets wiped whenever you have the buses. So wow, lots of blues that time. So you got that set up. So now everybody's going to get tickets. Everybody gets handed 2 tickets. You're going to put the tickets up here. Now, when it comes to your tickets, you're going to look to see where you're going to be at. So here you have Baker Street to Trafalgar Square. So here to here. And then you have the Charterhouse to Big Ben. So you would from here to here. So there's some different ways to get there. So whenever you choose, you have to at least keep one, but you can keep both. Okay, so just so you guys can understand how the game is played, we'll kind of just show you how all the scoring works. So, youngest player always goes first, or however you want to do it. I know there's apps out there that'll decide which player goes first. There's all kinds of stuff out there to use. So here we're going to use the white and the purple for this example. So as you can see, this is what their cards are. So they would be like, alright, well I gotta go from Charterhouse, which is here, to Big Ben. So I can start right off the bat, use this card, and they're gonna lay down the blue. So they got 1 point for that. And then here's where you'll find the points for how many cards. So 1 card gets you 1 point, 2 cards get you 2, 3 get you 4, and then 4 gets you 7. So the most you can get in a row in one lay is 4, and there's actually quite a few spaces that are 4 long, so that's kind of nice. So that would be your turn. So then it would pass on to purple. So they're gonna try working on this brick lane to Globe Theater, and they're gonna just decide, since they can use blue, even though they have 2, they don't have quite enough to make this blue spot here. They're gonna pick 2 blues out, so they're gonna put that in their hand. They're gonna refresh the pile here. So that's the end of their turn. One of the other options for your turn is to, if you did complete both your tickets, or you only had 1 and you completed that one, then you will draw 2 more tickets and you keep at least 1. So the game is going to keep going like that until someone's down to just two or less buses. And then at that point, everybody, including the person with 2 or less buses, gets 1 more turn, and then that's the end of the game. So depending on how many people you have playing and what the tickets look like, this game can take a little bit of time, but not real long, because it is one of your smaller versions of the Ticket to Ride. So just so we can get to the end of game scoring, I'm going to just lay some of these out. Okay, so the game has been played through. Everybody's laid their train cards, or in this case, the bus cards and cars, and then claimed their routes, and then did their points as they claimed their routes. So right now, we sit at 20 apiece, so right now it's a tie. So now that we're at the end of game, we're going to start with our tickets. So White has the Charter House to Big Ben, which they did not complete, because as you can see, they don't have a white here, so they are actually going to get -5 points. So your goal is to complete all of your tickets, but if you don't complete a ticket, you get minus that number of points on the bottom. And then they have Baker Street to the Trafalgar Square. So they did complete that one, so they get 5 points. Now you're going to move on. The purple one's going to take their turn doing the tickets. So they have Hyde Park to Covent Garden, and they did get that one, so they get 3 points. And then Brick Lane to Globe Theatre, which is right here. So they have Brick Lane to Globe Theatre, and they get 4 points. Okay? So now the next thing you're going to look at is the districts. So you can see that White did not quite complete this district. They're missing a train set here. They didn't complete this one. So the way it looks, they did not complete any districts, so they get no additional points there. So you're going to move on to the next player, and here Purple, they did complete a district. They have this district here, so they get the 4 points. So then, now that everybody is done scoring, you went through, double-checked your numbers for the train routes, you've tallied up your scores for the tickets, and then you also tallied up the scores for the districts. That's the end of the game, and the player with the highest points wins. So here you have White that's sitting at 20, and then Purple that is sitting at 31. So in this game, Purple has won. So as you can see, the game's actually simple and does have some strategy, because in this one, not only do you want to complete your tickets, you want to try to get districts for your touring, because in London, that's what your double-decker buses are all about. Take them for tours. So you kind of want to complete tours here. Like I said, these are two. This one is a good addition to have your Ticket to Ride collection, especially if you're a big Ticket to Ride fan. Like I said, this is a smaller game. It takes less time to play, and it takes up less room. So if you're at some place and you have like limited space, this is a good game to take. You can take it camping. It's a really good game if you're taking a train ride. Take it out on the train. So if you like what you've seen here today, go ahead and drop a comment in the comments section. Subscribe to the Board Game Girl channel so you get notifications when new videos are coming out. Check out all my other videos. Leave comments on all of them. Tell us what you like. And we also have a Facebook page, so go ahead and join us on the Board Game Girl Facebook page.